Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Moonring, where here we are at the bottom of the final relic dungeon. Gosh, I sure hope it turns out that I did in fact need to do these. If this one has a gimmick, because like so far I feel like they've each had a gimmick. They had like one thing that was different for the other dungeons. If this one has had a gimmick, aside from being really easy to jump all the way down to the bottom of, I don't know what it was, and I definitely didn't explore very much of any of the floors. Let's go. Here we go. One more relic guardian. There's sneaky back hallways here. This makes me a little nervous. What's going on in this one? Are we playing hide and seek a little bit? Okay. Okay. What's up, the laughing one? All right, vulnerable to stabbings. Important. Stand on the eye. Ow. I'll just walk, I guess. Okay, he says stand on the eye, and then the eye changed directions. Stand on a square tile. Okay, he did yell stand on a square tile after he said stand on the eye, and I didn't see it because I was looking over here where his dialogue was covered up by huge fires. I'm gonna moonlight, I guess. We still have a dog up, right? Like, so when he says stand on a particular thing, you do not necessarily get a lot of time. Yeah, like there's no way I'm gonna be able to get to the eye wherever it is. So I'm just gonna hack at him because it's not like he's not becoming invincible or anything when he does that. I don't know. My dude has mechanics, but he also does not do a good job of enforcing behavior. He's just like really easy to fight. Okay. Return to the Archon and Moon upon Thos when you're ready to collect your reward. Obviously, we will not be doing that. That was really easy. And then this just goes back up. Okay. Welcome, me. It's true. I did feel that shift in my pack. Okay. Cool. We done it. So now I'm going to go back to that place and see if we can open the door. And if we can't open the door, even by yelling the names of the gods, then I actually don't know what I'm going to do because I don't have another plan. That's not great, but it is true. All right. Sorry, the map. Okay, we can get there from here. This one does lead there. Nope, it's the one where it's like very spooky, right? Yeah. It's the one with the terrible groping. All right, we go here. There is still a little bit of juice in my ward. The door unlocks. This is the tether dungeon. Okay. All right, here we go. Am I sure I wish to enter? I think so. I don't think there's anything else we need. We have lots of... Oh, wait, you know what? Hold on. There is one more thing. There's one thing I would actually like. No, I'm not afraid of your madness. Whatever. We all go a little mad sometimes. It hasn't hurt me in the past. What I would like to do before we commit ourselves to this dungeon is pick up some idols if I can, in case I have to you know, in order to save my life. The fuck are y'all? All right. Come on. The madness has affected my teammates and made life difficult. Okay, my poise is broken and I'm blind and everything is going sideways as hell right now. I would like to leave town. Hold on. All right, dog, are you good? I'm so blind I can't even tell. Okay, well, I'm gonna kill whatever that is. It was a hedgehog apparently. Let's just go ahead and eat that meat. I have a weird amount of hedgehog meat in my backpack. I'm not sure where that's coming from. Okay. I can see again. Dog is fine if maybe a little horribly damaged. We'll just... Oh, maybe the dog was at full. I don't like the way that the, like... If your companion is at, like, 0 health, they have a bar beneath them that is essentially completely empty, and so you can't tell if there's anything in it. And if they're at full health, they don't have a bar below them, which looks the same. But yeah, I would just like to buy, I don't know, like all of your dust icons, I guess. That's expensive, but I honestly think it's the only thing at this point that would possibly matter to us. Do I have bolts or arrows, I guess? Yeah, I have 174 arrows. I think we're good. I think that aside, we are good to go. If I sleep, will it refill my energy? There's a secret door nearby. Like, there was a secret door nearby. Dog? What are you? Hold on. Trying to leave town. Reset dog before dog kills the innkeeper. Possibly the only person in town I actually care about. Hi. Busy. Okay. What is going on with my dog? What is wrong with this dog? Well, I was gonna save you, but... Yeah, I don't understand what's happened here. This is a freshly summoned dog, too. This isn't even a dog that was ever mad in this area. Okay. Weird annoyances. Like, so now I really want to go rest somewhere, refresh my dog, etc. To one that is not inexplicably angered at me. This could be a problem with system-based, like very systems-based games sometimes, where you get just like extremely weird outcomes out of nowhere because a system failed, but the interaction between them is complicated enough that it's hard to tell what the failure was exactly. Okay, bed. Okay, no, rest does not refill energy. Oh, no, it does. Okay, cool, cool, cool. It seems like maybe my dog is okay again. Or the dog is completely disconnected from... Okay. We're just going to go summon dog and rest one more time because the cost of resting is essentially 0. Well, if I rest... does it unsummon the dog? I don't think it does. Okay, no. Okay, we're good. We're good. And the dog is friendly to me, and the dog seems friendly to everyone else. They should probably mention somewhere that you got to get all the relics before you can tether. Honestly, you know what? Rosha might have said that to me. My memory is not always the best, is a gentle way of putting it. All right, let's do this. It's this one, right? Yes. I suppose perhaps we ought to go ahead and hit that Amberbane oil, because it'll keep the dog from freaking out, which it turns out is the important thing. All right. Here's hoping that the tether doesn't turn out to be 14 levels deep just because. Alright, well, so far it looks like every other dungeon, I gotta say. Try not to catch on fire. This is maybe my least favorite thing about the dungeons, This is like all of the random lava and fire and the situations where you have to just like, oh, that square's on fire all of a sudden. Yeah, this shit. It is so tedious and it's so random. What is she singing? Torpor song? Yeah, I don't think that's okay. We cannot with that. How'd my dog go? Well, I think our dog is going to have to be resummoned. So that's fun. Okay, something unlocked. Here's a chest key. Just walked into a fire for no reason. All right. It is wild how many more bolts we have than arrows. I wonder why they're so much more common. Like, you wouldn't expect that you would need bolts more than arrows, right? That crossbows would generally do less damage or anything than that, anything like that. All right, I don't think we need to be very thorough here. My suspicion is getting to the bottom of this dungeon is just the end of the game, right? So every time we find the stairs, we just hit them. Okay, well, these things are charging up my energy super fast. What is that? Some already molding mutton. Cool. All right. Dog's having a little bit of trouble following me on this one. I don't really need a vial of blood, honestly. All right. Yeah, and like the way things are working right now is very unfortunate. The dog is constantly getting caught in the fires. It's happening to all of the enemies as well. So it's impossible for the dog to have enough HP to like really fight in a meaningful fashion anyway. I mean, that looks important. I would love to go down there if only we could not... Oh, never mind. That pressure plate's just going to remove the lava. Can we see... Okay, that door's not locked. I can certainly get over there to that. Alright, lots of easy enemies on this floor. If this dungeon has a gimmick aside from being unusually lava full, we've certainly not seen it yet. Don't know what caused that. I think my dog summoned a scarab or something. Alright, against these things is definitely like one of the most important times to have a little bit of extra damage. Sure don't want that deathly laser to finish. Chomp? Yeah. Chomp is worthwhile. Maybe I should have brought more food. That's weird. The worms don't even seem... Yeah, didn't seem aggro on me at all. Okay, can we just, like... Maybe we could not with the infinite fires all the time everywhere. Damn it, I was gonna pick that. I was gonna bust that barrel open. Alright, so that door's locked. Hey, free short sword. Wisteria root is an item we might actually make some use of. I think that actually is of value to have. I am going to, well, you know, I was going to say let's remove this trapdoor, but maybe I should just hit the trapdoor. Maybe just jump down it. I feel like we're probably pretty close to finished with this floor. I don't know that I need to take the hit, because falling down a trapdoor, it damages you and it destroys a bunch of the stuff in your inventory. And we don't know what it will break, and so we need to go back to the door that was locked. Yeah, down here, where my wolf has been locked in eternal combat with worms and fires. Okay, I actually broke my poise pretty quickly there. Ah, that wizard sure is doing a fantastic job of attacking me just often enough to keep me from regenerating. That's one of them newfangled bladed clubs. Come on, just like as you're walking past, hilariously, the ground sets you on fire. Jesus. Okay. Yeah, I gotta say this, it does in fact look exactly like it's going to be another one of these things, another one of these. Hey, buddy, are you coming? He's distracted. Distracted by something he cannot get to. Okay, here we go. I just really don't think the 6th floor dungeon is like the apex of this game. In fact, I think it's kind of the worst thing about the game, this design that they keep forcing you through at the end. And I'm not sure why it's the only thing they have any interest in doing once you get to a certain point. It's just like, gosh, I hope you liked that 6th floor dungeon a bunch, because you need to do it 6 different times, with all of them feeling like really substantially similar due to the fact that they're procedurally generated rather than being handcrafted. Is it worth, you know, we're probably not going to see all that many more opportunities to use Amberbane. Let's just go ahead and throw it down. Yeah, this is problematic. This thing where the dog is refusing to follow me because he can see stuff across the water. We do attack really quickly with the new dagger. I had to say that. I'm not sure exactly to what extent it was worthwhile for us to go get those legendary weapons, but it feels like it has had more than 0 value. And you know, that's something. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Hidden Door Sense. Couldn't have figured that one out otherwise. Okay, I really need, like, not all of the land to be on fire. Just occasionally, if there could be some spaces that are not on fire. Ugh, there's so many traps. So we have trap vision. No, we don't have any special trap vision from our Lords of Dust thing. The boon is just the magic items stuff. Alright, I have to disable this or the wolf will fall down it and freak out. I do think it's strange. Like, I understand it's a problem caused by the extreme, what's it called? The extreme abstraction in hit points, which then, of course, extends to extreme abstraction in anything that protects your hit points, like poise. But it is very weird for poise to reduce the amount of damage you take from stepping on spikes, right? These all look real. Okay, well, you gotta imagine that that is just gonna open that door there. Okay, so I guess there's that big bridge that goes east. It feels like, honestly, it feels like such petulance. It's like if you didn't want to walk very slowly, one tile at a time forever, every single time you don't do that, the game just sets you on fire as a punishment. And often even when you do, even when you are doing that correctly. Alright, we can see her. Can I get to her? Is she gonna let me? Yeah. Cool. Alright, easy enough. Okay, this thing where we're all dodging 100% of the time can go to hell. Alright, I'm just gonna feast a little bit rather than summoning the dog, I think. Because the dog's just gonna die. Right, he'll be useful as we approach like the boss. But in these narrow hallways of lava where nothing is surviving, the dog is just also not surviving. Let's try to banish all of this amber before our ward runs out. This might be bad. So if I can't burst this thing down pretty quickly, we might actually be in a little bit of trouble here. I'm gonna try to break the line of sight here. Let's shockwave ourselves over to there. Kill the corpse light. Give myself a moment to regen some poise. And then lose it all again, like immediately, because I'm very good at taking damage. Range attack. Huh. What am I doing? Let's just melee him. He's right there. I hit the ranged attack button like that was going to turn out to be a good idea. Now, we do, of course, have our life stone for when things get a little grim, and we have quite a lot of metal yet to heal it with, I believe, to repair it with. I'm wondering if I should just use it now. Yeah, 153 metal, and I believe like it's either 4 or 6 expenditure per repair. I'm just gonna go ahead and refill now. Okay, it's down to 2 because we've become more devoted to dust. So yeah, that thing's gonna be functional the whole way. I guess we just take this big bridge down here. Wait until tiles are not on fire. Advance slowly. It's so much fire. Why has it got to be so much fire? Okay, that little island down there doesn't actually go anywhere. I don't think we need to tangle with that robot. Okay, I guess that thing was supposed to read as sort of like a little bit of a boss. Honestly, I'm more afraid of the white beetle. Look at that shit. Terrifying. Okay. One upside of not bothering to summon the dog most of the time is that I no longer have to be as wary of the pitfall traps. It is weird how there are all these, like, tiny little areas. Oh no, the dog got distracted by a different thing. I think this'll be okay. Shoot, well this isn't anything. Wow, the dog just completely ignored him and ran back and forth and tried to let me get Death Lead. That doesn't feel very friendly or sporting. All that frenzied flying about. Only to get inside a corpse and have it crit in half like that. Ow. Yeah, these things are honestly one of the more dangerous enemies, it feels like. Maybe you get more bolts. Maybe you find bolts so much more frequently than arrows, because you don't get bolts back when your targets die, perhaps? Because it seems like the rate of return on arrows is actually very high. I do not like the way this thing gets to move between the firing of the arrow and the travel. I don't know really what to do about that. I mean, like, the answer is you lead it, right? But I don't know how to, realistically, how one would lead one of these things, because, like, I fire and then they get to move, it seems like up to 2 spaces sometimes. You can see the dog's bloodthirst for diving down into the pit traps. Like, it really, as soon as one becomes revealed, it just beelines right for it. Okay, we still got some of this. You resist the Song of Fire is interesting. A magical song that if you listen to it long enough just ignites you is kind of a cool idea, at least. Aw. I was kind of hoping he would have some more arrows on him. Let's just scoop this stuff up, even though I can't imagine we'll ever need it. Does this lead? Well, it might lead somewhere. We do not actually know. Sure would be nice to find this lady and stop her from singing me into a fire. Because, like, part of what's going on here is that she is not, like, she's not completely filling the bar, but she's getting the bar partially full, and then we're getting caught by, oh, I'm oily. The thing is not going to work by itself. The water is not going to solve this problem entirely. I need to de-oil myself. How does one do that, actually? I'm not sure. I mean, we can of course hit conversion. Have a devotional tier, that's neat. I guess as long as I still have 4 constructs, I don't really need to repair these right now. I can't imagine there's an alchemical solution to being covered with oil. I actually don't know what to do about this. The fact that pot broke as I walked over to it is really problematic. Yeah. There kind of isn't anything to do, so I suppose the thing we do is just conversion. There we go. We just consume the oily status and then douse self with water. And then learn nothing and run over to a bottle full of oil. Well, the music certainly sounds louder. Ah. I led her a little bit on that one. Okay. It's nice when they move at a pretty consistent pace and direction. Makes my life a lot easier. Okay, I think that's probably all the fighting we need to do. This is just a bunch of money, but for some reason I've decided I care an awful lot about it. Where are we at now? Level 6? And of course, the moment I decide I want to come down here, all of a sudden it all catches fire. I guess we're going this way just because. Okay, that way's barred. I think what's going on with the fog, with the ember, is that the pardon me, if the space it's in catches fire, it just burns the ember off. Which means I probably didn't need to actually bother filling my ward. It was probably the case that that would have gotten, the rest of the ember on that bridge would have gotten burned off pretty soon anyway, but okay, we got a carved oak key because something died sort of its own volition to all of the fire damage. These wizards are getting way too comfortable. The fire is doing such a good job of defending them. Wow. Solid bite there. Okay, some more fog. Let's just get through here and burn it as fast as we can. Okay, that's a corpse. Yeah, it's so weird. It's like when we walk through a single space of fire, it rarely means very much. Usually it's just like I get warmed up, my flame meter fills slightly. But if I'm in a space when it gets set on fire, then I also get set on fire, even though it's the same amount of fire. Nope, I see that. I'm failing to grasp why these things should behave differently. Yeah, I hardly even need to be here. I feel like we could just... I could just, like, macro up, like, 100 or 200 weight commands. somewhere, just like find a spot like right here that's pretty safe to stand and just let the dungeon kill everything. Because there is so much fire everywhere. And the monsters, you know, they do their sort of like random jitter walk all over the place. They're not gonna stand still in a safe location. That's pretty cool. We walked into the hallway and that wolf just burst through the door. You know what? I don't need to be doing this alone. Even though we are almost certainly going to immediately lose this wolf. Okay, a great heat is quenched. So... that's probably... wait, did I go the wrong way? No, this is right. I have to go all the way down and then... there we go. Yep, it's that one. Oh, hey, look. A scary monster. All right, please let this be the last floor. Okay, here we go. It says this stairway leads to a relic guardian. Obviously, there are no relic guardians left. We know roughly what it means, right? All right, let's get down here. Before we go getting into a fight, let's consume enough Steria roots to go back to full energy. And I guess as a super big precaution, like this is almost certainly unnecessary, let's lifestone while standing next to the dog as well, so we're both at full. Alright, that's the escape. The tether says Girda. I hear that. Okay, you're invulnerable. The names of the gods. The names of the gods. Are you perhaps Tarthus? No, okay. I thought I saw a number and I got all excited, but that was my dog getting hit. How about Belatoth? Maybe I need to be capitalizing these. Names are sometimes case sensitive, right? Carrion. Ulyaoth. Pargon. Hezra? Okay, this is not working. Alright, the only thing we haven't tried is Tarthus with the letter capitalized. Okay. None of that did shit. Do I need to interact with the... yep. I wonder if I need to interact with the... this thing? Maybe we need to find like a chamber in here somewhere. Just lifestone myself again. Okay. Interesting. Well, this is something else. I mean... oh! The altar goes dark. Okay. So, yeah. Alright, we just have to keep finding our way to the appropriate things. And it's like every so many cycles, the positions of the flames change. Balatoth. The incantation must have been incorrect. Okay. So it's not... the one in that room doesn't count. It's for whatever reason. Okay, that's a Carrion. I do feel deathly sick is the thing. Do I want to do anything here? I think I'm just going to wait. I don't know that I have much of a choice, really. Right? Alright, we move pretty quickly relative to the thing. I should be taking notes. Shoot. It was Tarthus worked and yeah, because I'm not going to remember which ones. Tarthus and not Balatoth. So I must have said Carrion next. That is the thing I would have done. So Carrion's done. So then here we try Balatoth. Okay, but the foe hears the shout, of course. Okay, Hezra is good. It sure seems like there would probably only be... four altars. Like, I wonder if the middle one does count, but you just have to do it last for whatever reason. Maybe. I am going to go ahead and hit the Emberbane oil as well. Wow, putting oil in my thing really cost a lot of time. Yeah, I'm going to let the sickness hit and then heal and then do my shout. Where's my healing? Okay, so we just did... Hezra. So there's only two left. And the last one is Unknown, right? Yeah, and then that's all of the corners, so... Oh! Not bound by physical walls. I don't think I knew that before. Alright, so now I run over here and I yell Balatoth and... Okay, the altar goes dark. My foe weakens. Ah, there it is. I was going to say notably still invulnerable. No longer. I am deathly sick, but... It's trying to inflict a lot of stuff on us. I'm kind of curious what's in this middle door. So let's go see. Oh, right. It's just a path up to the... Because, of course, there would be a top hallway. Alright, here he gets us with the Deathly one last time. I guess that doesn't take any time in world. We're getting tagged with all kinds of status effects, but most of them I don't think matter. Oh no, the Koipu hit Mr. Crackers. I love Mr. Crackers. Okay, I am blind, and that is problematic. We have a bunch of those panaceas, right? This is going to count as sin, but... Oh! Remarkably, it does not. When I shoot you with a bow, do I get... I do get energy back. That's pretty rad. I'm going to move away, because I definitely want a lifestone, but I don't want a lifestone while adjacent to the thing. Dog seems to be a little confused. Ugh. I am also, a little confused. Does it make more sense to maybe summon the Moonlight in this case? I don't know. Dog's getting the job done. Like, the thing we're doing is expensive in terms of resources, but also we have such a stockpile of resources from more or less refusing to spend most kinds of resources throughout the game. Oh, interesting. He runs if you melee him. I will say, I know that, like, this is the way things had to be, right? To a certain extent, it's just like, the systems that exist are the systems that exist. But it is a little anticlimactic to kill the tether with a bow and arrow. Just like shoot him with normal wooden arrows. Of which I only recover 6. Okay. So is that it? Are we good? I guess let me go walk the Northern Hall just to make sure there's not anything else. But yeah, I wouldn't expect there to be. I guess let's leave and see what happens. As you emerge from the gloom, you notice the amber has gone, and something strange and bright hangs upon the horizon. Could this be the sun of ancient times? You wonder what else might have changed in the world. Also, ancient keys turn to dust. I do wonder what else might have changed in the world. The amber is still still present on the screen for whatever reason. They just didn't remember, even though like literally everyone coming out of that dungeon will end up on that screen next. I guess you might Havenstone out. I don't think I used the Havenstone a single time. Let's go talk to some people. Goose, what's up? Where is my god? I cannot hear their voice. We have panicked the geese of the world, and I think that is inarguably a net good for reality. Let's go talk to a priest. How you doing, Yeston? My dreams are gone. How will I know who to believe in? How do you know your dreams are gone already? It's been like 10 minutes. I'm just saying that's fast to have already slept. And okay, so this is just like the new garbage dialogue. Were there always eyes on the floor of this room? I was curious. All right, where's a priest? Definitely got to talk to a priest. Hey, Generva, what's up? Okay, cannot hear their voice. It's so warm. How can this be? I kind of can't believe that they didn't give the priests at least like unique garbage dialogue. They have the same garbage dialogue as the townsfolk. Okay. So everybody's like, yeah, the world has changed very much. I am legitimately shocked that the priests don't have at least a little bit of something to say. Like a little bit of unique text for something about their connection to their gods or jeez. Okay. You know what? You know who else might have interesting stuff to say is potentially Roche, or we can go back to Moon upon Thos and see about meeting the Archon, or maybe killing the Archon, who is, unlikely to be happy with me. Hi, can I stay here, please? I need a little rest after all that dungeon. So that's just a loose wolf now. It's just a loose, unaffiliated wolf in their town. Yeah, so Moon upon Thos and Roche. So from this thing we can connect to... Oh, it's gonna take a couple of hops to get where we're going. Split by a river. I think this one takes us to the west coast then, right? No, that took us north, which is not really where I want to be. Okay, surrounded on all sides by mountains. And then this should have a connection to... I think that's the right one. Yep, this is Roche's Island, and the fog is all gone. Yeah? Archon? Yeah, okay, this is all the same dialogue. All Roche has to say is, Hey, dude, have you seen the fucking sun's back? No response. Did they really not bother to program in any, like, just like anything at all to do once the game is over? Okay. Let's go see the Archon. So this one can connect back to Barrelin. Barrelin can take us to Moon upon Thos. Okay, that's Barrelin. And then Ragged Hills. Where are you? Here we go, small farm. Okay, how's everybody doing? All right, your program is to be helpful. This is indeed not the right moon. Oh, I was trying to read this, but bump into it. Okay, the Archon will see me now. Oh, right, all my gifts are gone. Because, yeah, the gods, right. Okay, well, I guess it would be a more difficult fight in that case. I was just looking over at the bar to make sure that, like, okay, I'm ready to fight if it comes down to that, right? But no, I am not, really. The Archon smiles through tears. The gods, they're gone. My mind is my own. Okay, no, he's, all right, good. Good, he's happy. Few will understand your achievement, and fewer will think it is a good thing. Not for some time, at least. We, too, shall know the truth. Please, take the throne. Caldera will need a new leader. Come, it is yours. Everyone, hail the new Archon. Yeah, hail, my dude. Silence. Okay. Okay, there we go. We get a little bit of an ending here. You sit upon the throne. You, Samhain, Caldera's new Archon? Ruler of a land with a sun and a moon, and no gods. Archon somehow seems an inappropriate title, but that is a problem for tomorrow. Today's major problem is who is setting off all these fireworks in the throne room. For now, it will have to do. It just seems dangerous. Like, I know it's a stone building, but like fire hazard, etc. Okay, ending 2. Sunlight. The fireworks fade. Oh, thank God. And at dawn, a great light rises in the sky. A sun like those gazed upon by the Sibaroon in centuries past. For now, the people are fearful, but with time, this will pass. Caldera is now godless, dreamless, and free to forge its own destiny. To choose whether the land becomes paradise or purgatory. A new day has dawned. A day without devotion, gifts, or sin. And night will bring dreams of a different kind. You know, paradise and purgatory are not opposites. That's not a clean dichotomy. Whatever, it's fine. Press escape to end thy quest. Yeah, okay. That's the good ending, right? Because, like, as we were told by Roche, and as we confirmed with the Archon there, actually becoming the Archon would have led to us being sort of hollowed out and turned into a puppet. I don't even know if puppet's the right word. We don't know if the Archon even like moves around or does anything. It could just be, you know, it would be bad. The important thing is it would be bad. So, hooray! We saved the world and also ourselves in the process. Yeah, that was Moonring. I think that was pretty good overall. It was very cool and very expansive for a free game. But I really, really do think that making all of the final dungeons, 5 of which you must go through no matter which ending you're pursuing, all that long and repetitive is like a huge error, and probably they should be like 3 levels, something like that. Like have one introductory level where you learn the gimmick, and then like just a couple levels of the actual thing. And if you can make it through 2 levels of it, then you can make it through 100. You know, it's all the same after a certain point. especially since there's no like interesting handcrafted challenges. Like one of the big downsides of procedural generation is that it makes stuff that starts to feel, it doesn't always have to, but here certainly it was making stuff that feels very similar very quickly. Anyway, cool game overall. I very much enjoyed it. That's going to be it for us for Moonring. Thank you all so much for watching. When you come back next time, we're going to have a new thing in this slot. I'm excited. I hope y'all are excited. And we'll see you then.